Hello, everybody. I'm John Evans, and you're watching another episode of Mid-Mod Money, the show that teaches you how to buy and sell vintage items for a profit. Thanks for being here, everyone. Happy Monday. Glad you're with us. Just want to say a couple of things. One, we hit 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 on our way to 1,000,000. Now, I predicted at the beginning of this web series I would hit 1,000,000 subscribers, and here we are. On our way to 1,000,000. 3,000. You can't hit 1,000,000 before you got to get 3,000 before you get to the 1,000,000. So thanks for doing that, everyone. And next week, teaser alert, we're going to do something special to commemorate the 3,000 subscriber mark, because everybody involved helped. So second thing, hit that like button for me, would you? A like button is like cash to a YouTube personality. So hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And thanks for supporting Mid-Mod Money. You guys, we are in for an amazing thrift store haul today. And it is all thrift store stuff. No yard sales, no flea markets. But that's coming. First thing I found was this at the City Mission Thrift in Unionton, Pennsylvania. Oniontown. Hello. It was $3.99. This lucite napkin holder. Now, I've seen stickers on here where they say napkin holder or letter holder. I view them more as napkin holders. This lucite stuff a couple weeks ago, I found a Raggedy Ann lucite. I love this. If the color is good, it's got these dried, embedded flowers, kind of a psychedelic look. This was $3.99. I'm going to sell this for $16 in my booth because the color is great. Next thing I found at Christian Crossing Thrift Store. This is a late 60s, early 70s bank is what it is. You can see on the, I froze on that bank because here's the thing. It's 50 cents. 50 cents. This is from, it says some kind of has a sticker from Toronto, Canada on there. And I don't know, man. It's like this is probably an $18 bank with no chips or cracks. This is super old, and for them to ask 50 cents is crazy because it's like all profit. All profit. I could sell it for 16, 18, 20, probably in that 16 to 18 range. I'm going to say 18 because it's the hear no evil, see no evil. People collect just that, believe it or not. Next thing I found at City Mission Thrift. We've talked about it and talked about it. Hand-carved animals. Vintage hand-carved animals are a slam dunk in the antique mall world. Rhino, I don't think it's like on the big list of animals to buy, but someone will buy this for about $20. It was $4.99. So, you're looking at like $15 profit on this if you can find these cheap. I always pick it up, make sure they're not broken in any way. This one's in great shape, the hand-carved Rhino. Now, if you're a reseller, you know what these are. You know what these are your Pyrex bowls. This is the mother's milk of a vintage reseller. I mean, you want to see ones with pattern on them, patterns, flowers, what have you. But these guys are your standard vintage olive green Pyrex avocado bowls. And usually, I mean, even thrift stores now sell these for ridiculous prices. I found these for $2 and $3 each at my local Goodwill. Now, do we have to talk about how big a steal that is? $5 for 2 bowls. This is about $38 worth of Pyrex bowls. I'm going to sell these $38 to $40 for the pair. Someone building a set might buy these. Someone who needs these for their set, starting a set. This is a beautiful pair. No faded. These get washed enough times. This will fade over time. These are not faded. Perfect shape. $40. Next thing I found. Now, it's I make no bones about the fact that I love a good ashtray. Doesn't look like an ashtray, but if you turn it to the side, you see these little notches on there. It's an ashtray. vintage, $5.99. Whew! Even City Mission wanted a cut, because that ain't cheap for a thrift store ashtray. That's high end. But they knew this is pretty unique, without any chips or cracks or anything. You can see, inspect it. It's nice. That's why I didn't mind paying $5.99, because I knew on the back end I can get about $24. There's this poem about beer on there. A beer collector will buy this. A cigarette smoker will buy this. Alcoholic might purchase this. Who knows what the future holds? But I'm looking at $24 off of 6, which, as you know, ain't nothing. Next thing I found this is kind of bittersweet for me. I had a booth at Schoolhouse Rocks Antiques, and they'd been open for a couple of years, and she closed down, and I was taking some stuff out of there, and she mentioned that her son, Gage, wanted to know if I would part with this owl picture that I had, this foil owl, and I said, yeah, sure. And I said, well, let's trade for it. And I found this turtle, this beautiful wood and metal turtle, which she had $14.95, half price. So I traded this owl picture that I might have had $1 into for this $15 tortoise. He's adorable. Look at those eyes. Can't believe it. I'm sad that they're closing, but she's going to try to do this somewhere else, different location. I wish her the best, and I appreciate the turtle. Next thing I found, speaking of old ashtrays, getting to the end of this video, I found these guys. Whew. This is quite a find. Look at these. I found these at Highland Thrift Store for $5 each. That's in Grantsville, Maryland. If you ever make it out to Highland Thrift, highly recommend it there in Grantsville. These are stacking, very heavy glass ashtrays. They stack like this. So they're like, they don't stack straight. They stack, what do you call that? Catacorner. I don't know. It's late. Okay, these were $5 a piece. They're 80s probably. These colors indicate 80s. That's about when they stopped making ashtrays. So, yeah, I'm thinking this is $22 each. So $44 off of $10. And real clunky, real heavy. Each one, I'm going to sell them individually, not as a pair, because you just might want one. So we're down to our last item, and thank you for sticking around for this. This is a true one of a kind. Don't bring these out very often. You don't see them very often. But at City Mission Thrift, on a shelf, I look down, and are my eyes deceiving me? Do I see a mushroom, snail, turtle, folk art piece? Did somebody construct out of ceramics a ceramic base that looks like a cross cut of wood there, with a ceramic snail, 3 ceramic mushrooms, 1, 2, 3, and then a turtle. Now look at the price though. $24.99. That is some aggressive thrift store energy, I will tell you. I did not expect to see that when I looked down. But the more I inspected it, the more I thought about it. Again, there's not a chip on this thing. This was handmade, hand glazed. Someone specifically put these characters on here in those places, and this could be a one-off, the only one of its kind. So I'm thinking 1970s. There was it says like Stacy right here. You see that? So if that's what it says, good job, Stacy. As we say here at Mid-Mod Money, great job, Stacy. This is high art. In my opinion, for the 1970s, this is high art. They've got this kind of a burlap thing on the bottom. I freaking love this. And being that it's a one of a kind, I get to set the price of what this is worth, which is very exciting. Because I have booths that have lots of stuff in it. They're going to make money every month. And I could put, some real energy into this and say, $65, $75, $75. Someone who collects mushrooms would pay $75 for this. I'll make $50. Nobody gets hurt. I don't care how long I have it. It'll sell 2 months from now, 3 months from now. It doesn't matter. But maybe it'll sell the first week I put it out. Someone values this even more than I do. That's possible. So what an incredible come up from 25 to 75. But the money is not it's the art. It's the having this and getting it into the right hands of someone who loves mushrooms. So let's take a look. I spent $56 when it's all said and done. Let's remember, this is a business. When it's all said and done, through my booths, mostly in Pittsburgh and now in Cumberland, Maryland, I'm looking at $252 off of 56. So all $200 profit. Pretty great week to go thrifting. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you being here every week. Hit that like button and remember to always round up.